Hey, go nuts, man. Oh. Is she dead? Hello? Alright, My Hero Season 7, Episode 7. It has been a long week. I have been really excited waiting for this episode. And with a week between episodes, it's given me a lot of time to think about stuff. The potential that there is right now for some possibly very substantial things to happen based on the pairings of characters we have right now. Endeavor and Hawks with All For One. Shoto with Darby/Toya. You know some stuff's gonna go down there. And it is by no means a coincidence that Deku has been pulled off by Toga to join Sue and Uraraka. These are three characters that Toga has some sort of a situation with, right? She's got some big history with Uraraka. There's been a lot of emphasis on that already. And you just get the feeling based on the last few episodes that something big's gonna happen with Toga. We know that she could potentially use twice as Sadman's parade now, but I could see something big happening with that pairing of characters. And of course, at the forefront of everything, we have what happened in the end of last episode. Now, I'm assuming that whatever's going on with Shigaraki here, it's obviously not a quirk, right? Or a normal quirk, because we have both Aizawa and Monoma using Erasure. But it's gotta be something to do with this whole quirk singularity situation, right? You know, they've been talking about it a lot. All For One mentioned something about Shigaraki dealing pretty well with whatever's going on with him, and the same sort of hand situation that he's just slapped Mirko with. We've seen that going on back in the cave a few episodes ago. So whatever's going on with Shigaraki, it's something pretty nuts, and that's what we got left off with last episode. So I'm really keen to see what happens. I do know that Mirko is alive at the very least, because I was talking to someone who watched the bloody preview for this episode and they said that Mirko was in it, but we are right in the middle of it right now. I'm really keen to see what happens, so I'm gonna get into the episode now. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access for the other shows that I'm doing if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. And of course we go back in time. That's just what we do. Is this providing context for whatever's happening in this episode? We've done all of this. Aside from Deku being split, everything has gone according to plan. Yep, coffin in the sky, still so dope. And this is the issue. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is good. Now we know like where everyone is, right? And they don't know about Sadman's parade, but this is really smart having her on the island like this. Okay, so this is where everyone else is. Oh my god, there's just so much more. 8 locations total, man. Okay, talk to me, All Might. Play the intro. Let's see what's happening. Okay, talk to me. Straight back to it. This is before Mirko got punched. Where is Mirio? Yeah, here it comes. So what is this thing, man? Oh my god. This is the shot, man. Oh my god, just how big is this thing? Yeah, it's not a quirk. It's not a quirk, man. Is that all it is? But look how much of it there is, man. Yeah, Mirko's fine. Yeah, the singularity. Okay, oh my, he's the final boss. This is the best Shigaraki's looked, by the way. He looks sick. Oh, spare limbs? Okay. Now is not the time, Bakugo. They're so similar, these two. Can Monoma bring him here? Yeah, the warp? Or is it too late for that? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Ah! And I don't know if Aizawa can hold. Don't. It's GG. Shit, man. Oh, squad up! Look at this! Inflation? Topical, but we're just talking about Shigaraki. What is this tone shift? Bro, I don't care about any of this. Show me what's going on. Okay, well, here's the connection. Okay, no moose. Okay, talk to me then. Yo! That's wild. They're dead. Oh, it's, what's his name, Moonfish? I love this guy, by the way. How is he gonna go? She is moving right now. Bro, if she gets Deku's blood, will she be able to use one for all? Will her body be strong enough? If she's pretending to be Deku? I don't think so. I don't know. This is the answer, man. It's not... That's insane. Yeah, it's genuine, man. That's why Danger Sense won't work. Okay, she's an actual freak. I missed twice, man. President Mike, do we need this right now? Why are his eyes like that? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, it's actually like this. Okay, I'm with it. Dude, are we doing this right now? What, that she killed? She needs to be locked up, man. Deku, focus up, my brother. Look at this. We're not having this right now. Yeah, right, okay, it's different for her. This is what she asked Uraraka. Yep, yep, yep. She said stop. Stop her and save people. Okay, okay. Where are we heading with this? Yeah. Okay, I think I follow a little bit. That's why she was crying. Okay, yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. This track as well. What a complicated character. Oh shit. Okay, Froppy. Christ. She's gonna say the same line. They're like the same boy. That's facts. Oh, this is that track. I forgot Deku can float. And Fajin, let's go. That was sick. Okay! Do we know this one? Hold on now. Okay, that thing is locked away. Uh-oh, I think it's gonna happen. She seems pretty concluded now. Yep. What have we done? Dubby? The All Might statue burning. That's the Godzilla Nomu. That is a shot right there. Endeavor? Yeah. This piano's doing stuff, man. Dubby's dance. Dubby looks awesome. One of Endeavor's sidekicks. Bet. They work with Endeavor, not Enji Todoroki. Look at Shoto. Okay, Shoto. Nah, mate, you don't know what's going on. Dude, the All Might statue between them is so good. That's the reason, like, the Todoroki family is like this. Endeavor wanted someone to be better than All Might. I never really thought about this, man. Bro, these episodes are 5 minutes long. Is there post-credits? Man, I love what they've done here. Like, outside of the Toga, Deku, Uraraka, very small little brawl we got, and the little bit of Shigaraki as well, we didn't really advance too much in terms of what's going on with the fighting. But man, just the amount of context and the amount of setup that just happened and got put into place. And there's just so much symbolism at the end there. Like they have just set so many things up. Dude, it's gonna be dude, these weeks are gonna be so long. Okay, let's get the Shigaraki stuff out of the way. So that's just his entire body just growing. It's the whole singularity situation. I'll get exactly what he said. Yeah, it's the whole deal about, you know, his body has been prepared to deal with this. This is where superhuman society is heading. And even what Darby was saying at the end of the episode as well. You know, Darby said superhuman society has reached its limit, and he's flashing over like Shigaraki and Spinner and Toga. Like, this is the thing right now. Like, this is the culmination of quirks existing, right? Everything that's been built up is happening right now. So the Shigaraki situation is pretty nuts. This is one one of the things, obviously, we could have never accounted for in the plan. If every single one of those hands is able to decay, it is GG. So at this point, the plan, I guess, is just to try and hold off Shigaraki's limitless arms until Deku gets back, which I completely forgot that Deku could float, by the way. So using a combination of like Fajin and Air Shot and Float, it looks like he's gonna get back at some point. And they did say how far away the island was. 200 kilometers? I hope my man's moving quick. Alright, this whole Toga situation, look, I really don't know how to feel about Toga anymore. Like right now, she seems very solidified in who she is. And my interpretation of this situation is that the reason she started crying to Uraraka way back when, I think it was season 6, and the way that she said, you know, how similar Deku and Uraraka are, which is a little callback to, I think 2 episodes ago when Uraraka and Deku were talking and they said, you know, we're both weird, which is funny because you would think in this situation, Toga is the weird one. But Toga said that Deku and Uraraka were just like her parents, you know, and her parents, I imagine, made her feel, you know, very, very not normal, very weird, if you will. And maybe that's why she was crying. And she's been trying to find people, I think, that understand her, right? And like her definition of like love and like having feelings is like not the traditional sense like Deku was describing. It's like she wants to become them. It's like her whole quirk thing. So it's all very different to what our main characters are thinking. But she tried to find, I think, some common ground in Uraraka and she couldn't. And then she tried to find common ground here, perhaps in Deku, and again, she couldn't. And now it just seems like she's given up on all of that. And she's just, you know, opposing hero society because they're telling her that if she's going to, you know, threaten people and harm people, she has to accept the consequences. But she mentioned twice, man, is she gonna do it? Like, she's got Twice's blood. But that to me says a sad man's parade is coming, which could be quite devastating. But that was really interesting stuff to me. I really thought, and I'm gonna stay open-minded about it, but I could see a route where we're heading with a lot of the villains in general, or just the concept of villains, trying to redeem that. And there's so much talk about, you know, what these people would be like if they grew up in different circumstances, if society was different. But Toga, I really don't know, man. She could just be one of those outliers and she's just completely messed up, and it is what it is. But we'll have to see. I really enjoyed that whole portion of the episode. I'm shocked that Uraraka is not in a worse off state. That looked like somewhat deep of a knife wound, but I like Sue stepping in and saying, look, Uraraka and I have had more experience with Toga. Let us deal with her. Deku, you get the hell back to dealing with Shigaraki. And some of the shots of Toga were insane. I imagine one of those is going to be a thumbnail, if not Darby. And now Deku talking to one of the vestiges. Now this must be either the first or second, right? Or excuse me, like the first or second after the original, right? So Deku's the 9th wielder. I shouldn't know this already, but I'm just going to go over it in my head. So Deku and All Might are quirkless. Float is Nana Shimura's. And then there's Black Whip, there's the Smoke Screen, there's Fajin, there's the original homies, which his quirk was like to pass things on, which is how One for All came to be. I'm missing 2. How am I missing 2? Or Danger Sense, and then this last one. So the last one is one we don't know, and the homie said it's just super locked away because it's changed so much because of One for All, and it's not going to work in the same way it used to for him. And Deku was considering using it, I think, in this instance. Like, he was very flustered because of this whole Toga, I guess, confessing to him situation, everything else that went on. He had to leave Uraraka, you know, and Sue behind. But that is really interesting. I can't wait to see what that last quirk is. It sounds like it's going to be pretty epic. And man, the way they've constructed this Darby scene at the end is just chef's kiss perfection. Like, it starts off with, you know, the All Might statue burning in the flames, and there's just so much symbolism with the All Might statue just being here. Like Darby's hanging off it, it's standing between Shoto and Darby. Like, that's a big reason why, you know, this whole situation has come about, the Todoroki specific situation, right? Because Endeavor wanted to have a child that could surpass All Might. So I love the way they've constructed that. Darby's speech here is fantastic, talking about, you know, the culmination of everything that's going on. This is like the peak of like superhuman society. And a big thing for him specifically is like, this is what happens when people's feelings are neglected, right? Like Toya's feelings when he was a child, the way Endeavor was treating their entire family, which was obviously not great. This is probably a good time to talk about Endeavor. Look, I understand if people just think there is no redeeming Endeavor whatsoever, right? The way he was at the start of the series towards Shoto, and as we've seen in all the flashbacks, he was a dick. He was not a good person. There is no way around that whatsoever. There is no arguing that. He has done some incredibly horrible things, treated his family unbelievably poorly, but the man is trying, alright? He's acknowledging that he has committed some colossal fuck-ups, and him and the whole family, even if it might just be for Toya's sake, they are trying. But what Darby is kind of implying here is that if Endeavor didn't disregard Toya's feelings specifically, Darby would not exist. He wouldn't have gone up on that mountain. He wouldn't have kept trying to train by himself and continuously try to prove himself to Endeavor. Because in Toya's mind, when he was young, it was as simple as if he can just prove himself to his father, like then he'll be accepted. And then he almost died, and now he is Darby, right? And he's come back to wreak havoc on the Todoroki family and Endeavor specifically. And that's a whole nother thing that Darby is talking about here. He's about to explain to us like what happened, and like, you know, his like stitching and stuff is like fading away. Didn't they say they found, I think it was his jaw, like they found his bottom jaw? Like something's going on with his face here, man, as he's talking to Shoto, and he was like, I'm gonna tell you like how I became Darby, how I'm still your big brother in this situation, and I still have the fire that's stronger than Shoto's. And I'm thinking like, is he a Nomu? Like did something happen to him? Because there are implications there that like, he's obviously still Toya, but like not all of him is, like the body, like, but he still has the quirk. I don't know. Oh man, what if like, I don't know, All For One has like taken Toya's quirk before he died and then put it back in him in this body? I don't know, man, I'm just saying shit. But it really makes you think, man. Like this episode was just constructed so well. There's gonna be a lot more action coming up, so like there wasn't as much as there could have been in this episode, but like the themes and like the lore that they're trying to patch up here as well, filling in a lot of the blanks, giving even more context, like in these fights are just gonna mean so much more. So I really like what they're doing. But man, it's been since like, not even Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, because I was late on a lot of that. It's been a long time since I've had to like sit here and be so invested in a show and just wait a week between episodes. But it's good at the same time because it gives me a lot of time to think and kind of like get my head in specific mindsets for like the next episode. But I think next episode is just going to be a banger, man. But I'm gonna stop myself here. I really didn't want this to go on for too long, but it's just so interesting, a lot of this. So all in all, My Hero Season 7, absolutely doing it for me right now. But I'm gonna leave this one here now, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next episode next week of My Hero